How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be showing you what I have found to be the most annoying flaws with the HobbyPlus CR18P Evo Trail Hunter. And yes, I do need a new cap. I'm working on it. Right, so we'll get straight on into the annoying problems. One thing that annoys me a ton is that stock out of the box it doesn't come with oil-filled shocks. I mean, it's like, what, 99 US dollars I think. I got it on sale, so you kind of can't complain considering what it comes with. I've just put these modified shocks on from Endura. They're actually for an FCX18 crawler. So yeah, and they work pretty well. They're a bit of a struggle to get on, but yeah, they do the job. But it's just really annoying because the oil shocks like seriously up the performance for like not a huge amount more. So it's just really annoying, and they're just all, the stock shocks are bouncy and just dumb, and they're just, yeah, it's just yeah, really annoying. Another one is that they use Phillips Head screws, not hex ends. Legit, everyone knows that hex driver ends or Allen key ends are way better than Phillips Head. Phillips Head screws strip constantly and slip, and yeah, they're just a pain to work with. And the Allen key ends are just way better. And it's really annoying because now I have to use their crappy stock Phillips Head screwdriver thing that comes with it. I can't actually use the hex drivers that I've already got. So it makes it super hard for working on. Another thing that really annoys me is that the links on these, they have like these little pivot ball clip things that sit like that, and then the link basically pops over the top. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. It's like, oh yeah, you don't even need to take the screws off. You just pop the links off. It doesn't work. They're way too stiff. You have to get them off with flathead screwdrivers. It munts the links. They're just like really hard to work with. When I was taking the useless stock shocks off to put the oil ones on, I ended up munting a load of the bottom of the links just trying to get the shocks off the little pivot ball things. It would just be better if the screw just went straight through, because they have the pivot ball, and the pivot ball thing has like an Allen key on the end which acts as a screw. It's just, yeah, it's just dumb. Another really annoying thing is that there's a ton of slack in the drivetrain. So this is in first gear, you put it like this, all this slack in the drivetrain. So it's really annoying. You go over bumps and it like sags forward and stuff. I think it's mainly these drive shafts, but there's just so much slack in it. It's really annoying. So it just doesn't look very scale at all, especially over rocks and stuff. I'll show you here. I can drive up onto this wooden block, over, and then down. You can see it sort of pause in its stride. It like goes along, and then it goes over the edge, like just stops for a little bit because it's got to run through the slack in the gears. It's just really annoying. Another annoying thing is that the battery tray's tiny and the body doesn't come off. So the body doesn't come off because the battery's not inside the body shell, which kind of makes sense, except it would be really nice to just take the body off easy for working on the transmission and stuff. Whereas they've got to have stupid Phillips head screws on the inside that you can't get to, so you've got to somehow bend things to like get to the screws. So I'm still not even sure how you're going to get the body off. But luckily I haven't had to do that so far. But yeah, the battery tray's tiny. The battery is mounted in this little box here, which is a cool idea, except the box is freaking tiny. So you gotta like take the wires out, get the battery in, and then plug the wires in, fold them down, and then fiddle around with this hatch thing to get it to squash in. So it's just really tight and a bit fiddly, so it's just annoying. And then the wires on the plug are already coming out from being pushed and pulled. So it's just a dumb design. Great idea, but just didn't really work super well in practice. I think a bigger box and it would have been good, but it's still a little bit annoying, like taking the battery in, putting the battery and then putting the cover on and taking it off and stuff. Would just sort of be easier if you just open the body and take the battery out by a strap. A bit like the Traxxas TRX 4Ms have. Also, another thing that's a little bit annoying, not a big one, but the tyres are just a little bit thin and narrow. They're just kind of annoying, and it means it sort of like falls off stuff a few times. Would just be appreciated if they had wider tyres on. Alright, so I've probably finished ranting on about all that stuff now, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'll real quick run through some stuff that's great about it. Considering what you get, which is 2-speed transmission, portal axles, full steel transmission and everything, apart from the drive shafts, and a pretty cool looking truck for only, I got it for 99 US dollars on sale. I think they're usually, I don't know, I'll put the price here of what they usually are. when they're not on sale. That, I'm in New Zealand, so I'd use New Zealand dollars, but that cost me on sale, cost me 165 bucks, whereas this Traxxas TRX 4M cost me $400. So considerably more. Like, these things are like the best. If you want a mini crawler, the Traxxas TRX 4M is the best you can possibly get. These things are indestructible. They're just the best. So, but like, considering how much more this is pretty good. Also, the radio is actually a reasonable size. It's not like bigger than the truck itself, unlike some other manufacturers. Alright guys, that'll wrap up today's video. I've said a lot of negative stuff about this, but I do actually really enjoy driving it. If you want a cheap crawler just to be something else to drive for a change, which is sort of what I wanted, something else for a change from a TRX 4M. If you just want something cheap to just, you know, be another crawler, like your mate comes over, his one breaks, he can drive this one while you drive your other ones or whatever. Yeah, it's a great budget friendly crawler if you just wanted a crawler to drive with your mates or whatever. But there's definitely, in New Zealand anyway, there's definitely limited upgrades. The shipping from HobbyPlus in America to here in New Zealand is pretty expensive. It cost me 40 bucks to get this shipped over here. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.